Hey, Poetry fam. Welcome back to Poetry with a Purpose with me, Tereska Muishond. Now, I know this week's video is late, but I have a perfectly good reason, okay? My son tested positive for COVID, but thank God after 2 or 3 days he was fine. But then all his symptoms got transferred to me. And even though I tested negative, I had been sick in bed for more than a week now. I'm sure you can hear my voice is still not 100%. And I'm still in bed as we speak, but I'm feeling much, much better. Okay, thank God for that. But something interesting happened. Okay, on one of these nights when I was asleep but I couldn't breathe, I was fighting for my life. I had this dream, and guess who I dreamt about? I dreamt about Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes, people. Not only is he my all-time favorite African American male poet, but he is also one of the leaders of the Harlem Renaissance. According to Wikipedia, he is regarded as one of the earliest innovators of the literary art form called jazz poetry. So I was blown away to be dreaming about this man, and I thought, it's either one of two things. Either he's calling me home, calling me to the next life, or he wants me to read one of his poems. And I thought, I will not only read one of his poems, I'm someone going to read two of his poems, okay? Because I'm not ready to die yet. So, I'll be reading from this beautiful anthology called I Am the Darker Brother, which is out of print by now, and it's one of my most prized possessions because it contains poems of African Americans from back in the day when they still called themselves Negroes. In fact, this first poem is entitled The Negro Speaks of Rivers, and Langston dedicated this poem to W.E.B. Du Bois. So here we go. I've known rivers. I've known rivers ancient as the world and older than the flow of human blood in human veins. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. I bathed in the Euphrates when dawns were young. I built my hut near the Congo, and it lulled me to sleep. I looked upon the Nile and raised the pyramids above it. I heard the singing of the Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans, and I've seen its muddy bosom turn all golden in the sunset. I've known rivers, ancient, dusky rivers. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. The next poem I want to read you is my favorite poem of his. And every time, I hear about the killings of Black people in America, I think of this poem. And I would like to dedicate it to all my African American friends. The title of the poem is I Too Sing America. I too sing America. I am the darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes. But I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Tomorrow I'll be at the table when company comes. Nobody'll dare say to me, eat in the kitchen then. Besides, they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. I too am America. So to all my African American friends, I am with you in spirit, and I just want to tell you, you shall overcome.